Hi, today I'm reviewing the Peter Thomas Roth Pro Strength Niacinamide Discoloration Treatment. And really quick, I just want to say I purchase these products with my own money. I'll never waste your time with sponsored ads or videos, so if you want to help support the channel, check out nobsbeauty.com, check out my Patreon community, or click on the Amazon link below. So this product has an interesting story behind it because I initially mentioned it in a video, 5 products I'm not going to buy because of the price. However, it went on sale, and I continue to hear great things about it, so I eventually caved and bought it. It's the only time that's happened, so. Anyway, they call this an intensive expert level formula, which I don't know what expert level formula means. What does that mean? Anyone can go buy it. I don't know. Powered by cutting edge 15% active brightening complex, which I have some great things to say, and I have a couple issues with. So let me just get right down to it. Packaging, no issues with the packaging. For some reason though, when this is in my drawer, I never am able to find it right away. I don't know. Otherwise, they did a good job packaging this in a squeeze tube, so no issues with that. In terms of denatured or drying types of alcohol, this does contain T-Butyl alcohol, which is technically a drying alcohol. However, it is very far towards the end of the ingredient list. It's the 5th to last ingredient. So it's probably used more to make the formula a little bit smoother, maybe a little bit, sets a little bit quicker. So not much of an issue. If it would have been like one of the first few ingredients or even in the middle, it'd be more problematic. But since it's so far towards the bottom, not a huge deal. And then in terms of fragrance, this has no fragrance ingredients, no essential oils, no noticeable scent. So that's a nice thing. The manufacturing location is the US, so no issues with that. Then ease of use. So personally, I like to use this in the middle of my routine. I like to cleanse, tone, apply serums, treatments, azelaic acid. I like to use this one in the middle and then give it a minute to absorb and then finish with a thicker moisturizer. Sometimes I also like to mix this with a couple drops of the Neogen Real Ferment Micro Serum just to give it a little bit of boost of hydration. Peter Thomas Roth recommends applying this twice daily in the morning and evening. I just use this in my evening routine because I like to keep my morning routine as short and simple as possible. They also recommend to start out slowly and gradually build up to daily use, and then also be sure to use a moisturizer with sunscreen during the daytime. You don't want to treat all this brightness, you don't want to get so bright and treat all this discoloration and dark spots and then go out every day and subject your skin to the same thing. So sunscreen during the day is essential. So very easy to use, plays well with other products, no issues with pilling, which is great. So very easy to add to your routine. Then we get to antioxidants and beneficial ingredients. So the first ingredient of note obviously is niacinamide. Niacinamide is great for so many different things. It's great for anti-acne, anti-aging, skin strengthening, and obviously brightening the skin up. Really can help with that. So that's obviously the star ingredient of this one. Then we've got Tranexamic Acid, which is marketed as being great for helping to brighten your skin. A lot of thoughts on this ingredient because it's started to show up in a lot of different products, especially in the last year. Probably a year before that, I hadn't really seen it in anything, and now I'm seeing it pop up all the time. In my opinion, tranexamic acid needs much more research before I'm sold that this does anything great for skin. Obviously, this ingredient has been used before. It's used a lot with dental work because it kind of helps slow down bleeding, kind of helps thicken the blood, and it slows down bleeding, so it's used with teeth are pulled, things like that. Things I don't want to think of. Also used sometimes with surgeries to stop bleeding, things like that. So it's been around for a while. In my opinion, there is not enough evidence to conclude that it's safe and effective. It has some modest efficacy in lightening the skin, but there's just not been enough research, not been enough trials to prove that it actually does that. And some people with melasma have turned to this ingredient as kind of a last resort, and some have had good results. I'm just not totally sold that it's great and that it really works for everybody. So once there's more studies, I'll be happier with that. Adding this as the second main brightening complex ingredient is a little bit baffling to me when there are other brightening ingredients that are already proven that they could have put in. Maybe included that tranexamic acid at the end of the list instead of the second biggest of the ingredients. Okay, then we've got Alpha-Arbutin, a good antioxidant, skin conditioning, and skin brightening ingredient. Alpha-Arbutin is a good skin brightening, depigmenting agent. Most people will notice that Alpha-Arbutin is superior in its brightening effects over its sibling arbutin. So if you've seen arbutin in a lot of things, and Alpha-Arbutin is apparently a little bit better. Some studies show that Alpha-Arbutin is 10 times more effective than arbutin in and of itself. So that's a great one. We've got shea butter, good for hydrating the skin and skin conditioning. Then we've got that kojic acid in there, good antioxidant and also good depigmenting agent, which this is interesting. Kojic acid in many countries, it's used as a food additive because of its antioxidant abilities. It helps to inhibit discoloration of like fruits and things like that. So it's used in a lot of food preparation in a lot of countries. So some people also can be very sensitive to kojic acid. So it's important to do a patch test of any product that contains it in case you are one of those people. And it's not really that uncommon that people can be sensitive to it. Then we've also got white mulberry root, good skin brightening and skin conditioning ingredient. Resveratrol, great antioxidant, anti-inflammatory. And resveratrol also has anti-carcinogenic abilities. There we go. Third time's a charm. Most of those studies examined resveratrol's promising anti-cancer properties, but for skincare, it shows that it's a potent protective has a potent protective effect against UV-caused oxidative stress. Then we've also got a few other ingredients, squalane and vitamin E. I think they could have thrown in some other ingredients, maybe azelaic acid, maybe licorice root, bearberry, things that are really known to brighten over the tranexamic acid, but that tranexamic acid is kind of a hot ingredient right now, so I get why they used it, but in my opinion, studies are lacking on it. Okay, in terms of animal testing, Peter Thomas Roth is not cruelty-free since they are sold in mainland China. Performance, I will say I was impressed with this. After adding it to my routine, I was impressed with the additional brightness this brought to my skin. Even after just like 3, 4, 5 weeks of using it, I will say I noticed a boost in brightness. Also, in my opinion, it's helped boost hydration to my skin, helped with melasma, also helped with pigmentation issues on my forehead, and with dark spots. It impressed me. So I was very happy that I did pick up this product. I would probably repurchase it right now, and that says something because I have a lot of other products that I want to use up, but if something's great and I repurchase it, that means it's pretty darn good. It does have a few acneogenic ingredients such as Dimethicone, Glyceryl Stearate, Cetyl alcohol, squalane, Cetareth 20, Stearate 20, Hexylene Glycol, and Sorbitol Isostearate, which a few of those are fungal acne triggers as well. So if you have very acne-prone skin, be very cautious with this one. Then we get to the price. So it's the full size, which is 1.7 ounces, 50 milliliters, and it retails for $88, making it very pricey, more expensive than the Protini, which I love. If you can get on sale, definitely do that. I think Peter Thomas Roth came out with a set. I don't know if it's just at Sephora, if it's just on their website where you get this and their nice, I think a niacinamide serum. So that's worth checking out as well. Then we get to the it factor, and I'll say overall I was impressed with this treatment moisturizer. It contains several proven brightening ingredients and a lot of good antioxidants. I'd have liked it a little bit more if they would have maybe switched out that tranexamic acid and put it with something proven, but they didn't. I love that it's fragrance-free. It's pricey, but I would repurchase it at this point. So maybe that tranexamic acid does more than what we know of. I'm not sure. Maybe there'll be more studies soon. So, okay, out of a 10 being a perfect score, this got a 7, which is still pretty darn good. So I'm interested in hearing from you guys if you've had a chance to check this out yet. And if you have what your thoughts are. So leave a comment. I love hearing from you. And stay tuned for more tomorrow. Thank you so much, guys.